At sunrise, the desert looked like it had been combed by a giant, one perfect ripple taller than a person, running for miles like a scar across the sand. Mara had camped on the edge of Queensland's red interior with 2 friends and a battered camera, chasing meteor showers and quiet places where the night felt endless. The evening before, the dunes were ordinary, soft slopes, wind-scribbled lines, footprints that held their shape. Nothing special, nothing impossible. But now the light hit the ground and the world tilted. A single continuous wave pattern, clean, precise, repeating, rolled across the flats as far as their eyes could follow. It wasn't a patch of ripples, it was a system. Like the entire desert had inhaled and held its breath. They walked out onto it slowly, as if the sand might shatter under their boots. Each crest was sharp, almost engineered, and each trough was smooth enough to reflect a faint sheen. Mara crouched and ran her fingers along the edge. The grains were packed tight, still cool, as if the night had sealed them in place. "Wind can't do this," her friend Joel muttered. He'd grown up around dunes. He knew how the desert moved. This didn't feel like movement. It felt like a message. They followed the ripple's spine, filming, marking coordinates, trying to find where it began. But it didn't begin. It simply existed. A mile became 2. 2 became 5. The pattern held. No breaks, no sloppy edges, no sign of a vehicle, no drag marks, no tracks from animals that had crossed it before them. Then the first rehook hit. Their campsite was gone. It's not the tent. The tent was there. But their footprints from last night had vanished. The little scuffs and loops they'd made while setting up camp were erased, replaced by the same flawless wave. Like the desert had edited them out. A pressure built behind Mara's ribs is the kind you get when something familiar turns unfamiliar without asking permission. She looked back toward the horizon. Heat shimmer was already waking up, turning distance into a mirage. The ripple line seemed to aim straight into that distortion, like it was pointing somewhere only the desert could see. By midday the wind arrived, not a gentle breeze, an organised push, steady and deliberate. Fine grains began to lift and whisper across the crests, smoothing them, softening the sharp edges. The perfect pattern started to blur, like ink in water. Mara tried to keep filming, but sand hissed against the lens. Their eyes watered. The ripple was being taken back. And in that moment, the emotional climax landed hard. The desert hadn't changed overnight to show them something. It had changed overnight to remind them of something, that the land could rewrite itself while they slept. That certainty was temporary. That even a giant miracle could be made and unmade without leaving proof behind. By sunset, only fragments remained. A few curving ridges here and there, like the last notes of a song you can't hum anymore. Mara sat on her pack, staring at the fading lines, realizing the most unsettling part wasn't what the ripple was. It was how quickly the world could create a mystery, and then pretend it never happened. If you felt that chill of wonder too, don't let it fade like footprints in the sand. Like, share, subscribe, and comment what you think made the giant ripple appear, and help the channel grow.